Shabbat Shalom, BBYO.
We're here live in Orlando, and we're so excited to start Shabbat here at IC.
We had an amazing day today, hearing from some fantastic speakers and participating in our leadership labs.
Some of these speakers included Ali Raisman, Jonathan Greenblatt, and so many more amazing speakers.
Our first two guests today are Maddie and Hannah and Nathan, who are going to talk about their experience today in leadership.
Come on out, guys. Yeah. So, do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Sure. Hi, I'm Hannah Oppenheim. I'm from GMR, number 61.
Hi, I'm Nathan Kaplan. I'm a senior in NRE DC Council.
Awesome. So you guys want to talk a little bit about what lead days you guys attended and what that experience was like?
Sure. I attended the Global Jewish Foodie Committee, and it was really awesome. We just talked about global food and how food can connect Jewish people all around the world.
Yeah, I also participated in the Global Jewish Foodie community, and it was really cool connecting with all those people and learning how we can implement it in our own chapters and regions.
Well, that sounds amazing. What are you guys most excited for Shabbat tonight?
I'm really just excited to hang out with my friends and have fun at dinner and all the activities that come after it.
I'm actually a huge fan of separates. I'm really excited for it. The one that I signed up for was Life is a Party. It sounds really awesome.
Very cool. Is there anything else you guys are super excited about to do tonight?
I don't know, Hannah. Does prom sound good?
Ready? Hannah, what do you say?
Yeah.
Yay! But this was coming to you live, Promposal at IC on live stream. Yay!
So sweet.
So cute. If you want to have a promposal here at IC, make sure you do it. Prom's coming up soon, people. We got to get going. So anyways, Jake and I are super excited to get ready for Shabbat. We both attended ILTC this summer, which is an amazing summer program. So we're so excited to connect with our friends from summer camp and reconnecting with them at these programs tonight and singing all these amazing songs, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, one of my favorite parts of ILTC was definitely participating in Shabbat. We'd all dress up, we'd all sing songs, put our arms around each other, have an amazing Shabbat dinner, and we can't wait to have that tonight with over 3,200 delegates.
Definitely. And we have a couple of guests here. Want to come out, guys? Want to come stand over here? Awesome. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves a little bit?
I'm Max Astrakan from Harrisburg, Liberty Region.
I'm Ben Kluger. I'm also from Harrisburg, Liberty Region.
Could you guys just tell us a little about your leadership lab that you participated in today?
Today I participated in the Civil Rights, Our Rights lab, and they got a lot of great speakers in there, and I learned a lot.
Definitely.
Today I participated in the Game Time lab. I thought it showed how sports leadership in Israel really has developed over the years, and we saw Jordan Rogers, brother of Aaron Rodgers. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. So, because of that, it's already a great day, but are you guys even more excited for Separate and Shabbat to come? What are you most excited for about that?
For Shabbat, I'm really excited about sharing the Shabbat experience with people from all over the world and all over the country.
Couldn't say much better than that.
Are you guys excited to see a particular community? Have you guys made a lot of friends at IC that you're excited to spend that time with?
I met a couple people from England, so that was pretty cool.
That's amazing. What about you?
I've met a couple people from Texas and places all around the country. I thought that was neat.
That is so great. Jake, any more questions?
Yeah, I'm just curious, what was your favorite part of IC so far, guys?
Scott Rogowski.
Yep.
Scott Rogowski.
Snaps to that. We love Scott.
Yes.
Gotta be Scott.
Scott, yep. That's a fan favorite. Well, thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Nice seeing you guys.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Actually, last night, press corps team had an amazing opportunity to interview Scott Rogowski, who is a host of HQ. And if you don't know what HQ is, it's a trivia game show that's on your phone. It's a super cool thing. And we had the opportunity to interview him and learn more about his experience. So make sure to stay tuned for that. That's coming your way.
Last night, BBYO was incredibly surprised when AJR, a hit a hip-hop band came out and performed multiple songs for us. It was an awesome concert. It was a really great time, and it was a great way to end the first day of IC with many more to come.
Definitely. And opening ceremonies were last night, which were completely insane. So many communities, so spirited, so excited. So make sure you check out our past live streams for that. And you can also see a couple of our performers before. Now we have a couple more guests. Hi, you guys want to take a seat? Or Morgan?
I'll stand.
Okay, perfect. You guys just want to introduce yourself?
I'm Morgan. I'm Sarah.
And where are you guys from?
I'm from Oakton, Virginia. Springfield, Virginia.
Awesome. That's my home community. Love. Okay. Anyway, so what did you guys do today? What Leeds track did you go to?
We went to do community service at a place that provides food for people that can't afford it at a reduced price, and it also helps them with other things like job interviews or things like that.
Yeah, it was amazing. We got to help stock the shelves, and it was a really cool experience.
That's awesome. So what else are you guys excited for tonight? Is there something particular, or is there anything else, not tonight, but maybe in the future of IC that you can't wait for?
We're excited for services. Those are our favorite.
That's so awesome. Is there a specific service or ONEG that you guys really want to go to, or just anything?
Wherever Happy and Eric are.
Yeah, that's a definite retweet. We love Happy and Eric. Any other questions, Jake, for them?
Yeah, I'm just curious, guys. What's been your favorite moment of IC so far?
Oh, there's my mom.
Shout out right there.
I really liked when the representative from UNICEF spoke. I thought that her story was really moving.
Definitely.
I also liked the speakers, the ones from Charlottesville, and having to hear what they had to say about what happened this summer was really interesting.
Definitely. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of
Thank
IC.
you.
Shabbat shalom. So continuing off of what they said, we did have these amazing speakers that we touched on a little bit. But for example, Susan Bohr, who was the mother of the girl Heather, who got hit by that car in Charlottesville towards the beginning, I think the falls. And so we got to hear her story about her daughter dying through a terrible act of violence, and how she's overcome that, and all the different organizations and all the different things that she's doing to ensure that we spread peace and an amazing environment, and we're helping the future become better and so much more peaceful. We also got to hear from the Charlottesville senator, which was amazing to hear his perspective and what he's been doing to help this as well.
I also wanted to add that we also last night honored the victims in the Douglas High School attack. Our thoughts and prayers go out to anyone who was affected by this terrible, terrible incident. BBYO came together and we had a little memorial for them, and it's just a really terrible tragedy.
Definitely, and many of our communities in Gold Coast and these areas are devastated, and we're always here, and we're this loving community that's sending all of our love towards our families in Gold Coast, and we hope everyone is safe.
And up next, we have our next guest is Stacy. She's the regional director of Miami region.
Coming out.
Stacy.
Hi, how are you doing?
So great, how are you?
Good, thank you for having me.
Of course. So, is this your first time staffing IC?
No, my second time.
So how has this experience been different from last time?
More teens, more experiences here, and it's just amazing seeing everyone here in our state of Florida.
Definitely.
And it's been fantastic.
Of course. So how many teams does Miami have here?
We have 57 teens here at IC,
That's-
which is the most we've had at International Convention.
Definitely, which is so good. What's your favorite part of IC so far? What is something that stood out to you and so much 10 times better than it was ever in BBYO?
Yeah, my highlight of BBYO is when we're in opening ceremonies and we do the Hak
Yes.
Tikva. I love nothing more than seeing our future and all of the teens and everyone from all around the globe coming together to sing the national anthem of Israel. I get goosebumps every year, and it's my highlight and what I look most forward to.
I love that
I
part.
definitely agree.
So what's it like being the host region this year? Miami, North Florida, Gold Coast. You guys are hosting IC. What's that experience been like? Hosting
It's
teams?
been amazing and really an honor. Any region that can host, I really give them full credit because it's a lot of work, but it feels amazing afterwards. Seeing everyone here, having all the international kids down south in South Florida has been an amazing experience that our teens will forever have. That's just such a gift.
Definitely, and I know I've been talking to so many teens that have hosted, some of the international kids, and they were so excited to talk about what they did, and all the international teens had such a blast, and it's all thanks to all the Miami regions that hosted, so shout out to all of you guys.
It was wonderful, especially during opening ceremony, seeing the Miami kids cheer for all the other international teens because they knew them, they stayed with them.
Definitely.
They became family, a little more mishpacha, so it was really nice.
Definitely, bringing our global network closer together.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
And have a great rest
Take
of your
care.
night. Bye. So next up, we have Sarah from the Union for Reform. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
So great. Want to introduce yourself a little bit more?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm from the URJ camps and the Hebrew Union College, and we're here just connecting with people and meeting people. It's been great.
You want to tell us a little bit more about your experience so far, talking to the teens, connecting with the teens, and what you've seen so far?
Yeah, today I was a part of a camping session, leadership lab, and it's amazing to see how many people are involved in their camps and going back as staff and just looking to celebrate camp and get people excited.
Definitely. Is this your first time coming to IC?
It is.
So I think you guys should definitely come back next year, obviously.
Definitely.
Get some more Jews
We
involved.
would love to. We would love to. I mean, it's like so campy here in general. Last night was amazing.
Definitely.
Is there anything else you are particularly excited about for the rest of the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, just meeting more people and, connecting with people. And we're really talking about leadership here, and it's amazing to see how people are already leaders and how we can, help people on their path towards Jewish leadership in the future. So
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
yeah,
It was so
my
great
pleasure.
meeting you.
Great to meet you.
Thank you.
Shabbat shalom.
Up next, we have Ethan and Yoni from MAR, Kansas City Council.
Come on out, guys.
How you guys doing?
You want to come stand over here? Perfect. So do you guys just want to introduce yourselves a little bit more?
Yeah, sure. I'm Ethan Newman. I'm Gadol for Nordo.
I'm Yoni Mahari. I'm in Nordo. I'm just a member.
Awesome. So what was, you guys can actually
Okay,
decide on you.
cool.
You guys are good. So what lead today track did you guys do today?
I did the story to screen track, and we basically talked about what Judaism and film is like together and how it is in the real world, and how that works.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
cool. What about you?
I did a performing arts thing. We talked to people who try to be actors and like a stand-up comedian, and they just kind of talked to us about how they got to where they are and gave us, I guess, advice and stuff.
Very cool. So what's been so far, I know IC's only been happening for like a day, but what's been your favorite part of IC so far?
Definitely AJR performing last night. That was really hype.
Yeah, really great.
Yeah, it was exciting. And just all the speakers. It's really cool to see it, and with this many teens. And I just really like that part.
Awesome. What about you?
I enjoyed the speakers and everything, and I'm really close with Julia, the Skanit, so it was cool seeing her up there.
So awesome. What do you want? Oh, go ahead, Jake. Go ahead.
Is there anything in particular you guys looking forward for the rest of the weekend?
I'm excited for more performances. Of course, more speakers and more programs overall. So
It's interesting because we've been doing these live streams for 2 days and no one's talked about how it's Saturday they go to Orlando. To Universal. That's gonna be so much fun.
We were gonna say you cut him off, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, now I feel bad.
No, go ahead. Yeah, I haven't been either, so I'm very excited. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your night. Bye. We actually are so excited for going to Universal here in Orlando. So next up, we have a couple more guests. Come on out, guys. Take a seat. All right, do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Kyle Pringhart from NTO. I'm Tyler Richardson, and I'm also from NTO.
So you guys want to talk a little bit about because you guys are both on leadership and planning for IC, so you guys want to talk a little bit about what you guys did in preparation for IC and what your experience was like doing that?
So in preparation for IC, we were really working with our counterpart staff in making sure what was going to go smoothly during IC and what would go on specifically. I'm on the hospitality team, and one of our main focuses is staff appreciation. So we worked very hard and long on ensuring that the staff would not go without being recognized.
Definitely.
So.
I kicked off the inaugural Sports Leadership Summit, the first time we've ever done it, and it went well. It was awesome. Everyone had fun, and I'm excited to do it next year.
Yeah, definitely. I've heard so many great things about the Sports Leadership Summit, and I know you guys are doing amazing things as well. So besides doing all the behind-the-scenes work, what has been your favorite part of IC, or did you guys attend Leads Day today?
Yes.
I ran a panel today for Leads Day. I ran a panel for like 4 or 5 people that within the sports world, like Jordan Rogers and Joe Malloy and some other cool names, and ran a panel and had a great time.
Awesome.
I went to the Entrepreneurship Leads Day with Scott Rogowski and Allie Reisman and other big name people. It was a lot of fun. Learned a lot about entrepreneurship and business, and it was just a great day. So
awesome. That sounds so great. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Bye.
Thank you guys. Yeah, today was a really great day in the Leadership Labs. I actually participated in the Elevating Experiences Leadership Lab, which is a lot about learning how to really make the best of big events, promotion, and how to have a really successful concert. So we actually had a guy named Ari who came in who has a ton of connections to celebrities and was able to talk a little bit about how much it costs and how much time you actually need to put in to make an amazing concert. And he actually treated us to an awesome paint party on the field of the hotel, and we basically just threw paint at each other for an hour, and it was super fun, and it really taught us a lot about how to throw a successful party.
Definitely. I saw people coming back from that. They had to go take a shower because they got paint everywhere. People had such a great time.
It definitely will be useful in the future when regions are trying to throw kickoff events.
Definitely, 100%. So our next guest is Noah Port. Noah, you want to come out?
Hey Noah, what you got there?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the watermelon.
This is actually a great story. So,
please share.
Our VIP guest and host of HQ, the quiz app today, Scott Rogowski, who we are very fortunate to have at IC with us today, was given a watermelon by a fan at the meet and greet today. And afterwards, Scott Rogowski handed me this watermelon and asked me to cut it up for him for Shabbat dinner tonight. So my next few hours will involve me preparing this beautiful watermelon for our esteemed guest, Scott Rogowski.
Yeah, yesterday when I was interviewing Scott, he said, all the team at HQ, they focused on, making him his salad and all this food. He said that's where most of the work goes, so you got your work cut out for you.
Oh, yes, I do.
So what has been your favorite part of IC so far?
My favorite part of IC definitely had to be today, listening to our amazing guest, Allie Reisman, speak at the Women's Leadership in Business Leads track, which was incredible. Allie Reisman is inspiring, and her words today were absolutely amazing.
Definitely. Well, Jake, any more questions?
Yeah, you think Scott's going to save you a slice of that watermelon?
I really do hope so. I guess we'll find out soon.
Thank you so much, Noah.
Thanks, guys.
You,
See you later. Take your wallet.
Work hard cutting that watermelon.
Good luck.
That's pretty funny. Next up, we have our 72nd International Nasia, Ellie Bodker.
Hey, Ellie. So, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit more?
Sure. So my name is Ellie Bodker, and I was the International Nasia last year. I'm originally from Mid-America Region, Kansas City Council.
Amazing. So, do you want to talk a little bit about your experience being International Nasia?
Sure. So last year I served as the international president of BBYO, and it was a really incredible experience. I spent the whole year traveling around the world in the US, Europe, South America, working with chapters all around the world, trying to grow our movement.
Definitely. What has so this summer you also was a staff member for Perlman Summer. So what was your experience like going back to Perlman and being a staff for all the teams that you were a team there? So what was it like staffing it?
Yeah. So I was a Madraha at Perlman this summer, and I absolutely loved it. It was a really impactful experience getting to give back and serve in the role, trying to be like the Madrahim that inspired me when I was a teen in the program, and it was more than your average camp counselor position. I think it was really impactful getting to really make a mark on these teens' leadership and Jewish identity.
Definitely.
That's awesome. And obviously this is your first year staffing IC. What would you say the biggest differences as being a regular participant and being a staff member?
That's a great question.
It's still really cool to be here and get to see all the amazing speakers and see our global movement in its biggest moment. But it's nice getting to be on the other side of it and really feel like I'm giving back instead of just getting to enjoy all of the amazing programming going on.
So what has been something that you really love to see, like you've seen BBYO grow? What's something that you've seen change from last year to this year, and how do you think like BBYO is moving forward from here?
Yeah, I think that having served in a leadership role for IC in the past and then coming back on the staff end this year, having not been involved in the planning process, it's been really incredible to see how many leadership positions there are for the teens now. I think that's great that more people are able to step up and get involved, and that really expands their international network getting to serve on the committee for IC steering.
Definitely. Any more questions, Jake?
No, I don't think so. Thank you so much, Ellie. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you guys. Shabbat Shalom.
Our next guests are Lila and Eddie from North Carolina, from Eastern Region North Carolina Council. Hey guys.
Hey guys, do you want to introduce yourselves a little bit more?
Hi, I'm Lila Peck.
I'm Eddie Horowitz.
So what did you guys do today? What leads track did you guys choose?
I did the democracy track, so we got to talk to several really cool people who are involved in politics, and they all have unique companies or they are politicians themselves, and it was really interesting to hear them speak about. Yeah, it's really cool.
Very cool. What about you?
I did a camp track to learn more about how to become a good camp counselor when I finally do become one.
That's awesome. What camp do you go to?
6 Points Sports Academy in Greensboro.
How long have you been going there?
About 5 years.
Very cool. So I'm sure you're very excited to become a counselor there.
So what number IC is this for you guys?
First.
First? How has it been so far?
Great. Incredible.
What's
been your highlights so far? What's your favorite part?
I think, first of all, like all the speakers coming has just been incredible to see all these inspirational speakers. Like Ali Raisman was incredible.
Yes.
And I really think that they're all just very inspirational and having a big impact. Like they've been telling us all, you know,
And
do what you love.
We're miraculously joined now by our 93rd Grand Olive Sagan, Jacob Lewis.
Yeah, hi everybody. I heard it was your guys' first IC. Wanted to check in and see how everything was going. Hope you guys are having a really awesome time.
Thanks.
What a good liaison. Checking in on everybody. So nice. So what about you? How's your first IC been going? Highlights?
It's pretty awesome. I didn't realize how many people are in BBYO, so it's really cool to see all these people that I don't know.
Definitely. Makes a lot of sense. Jacob, do you have any advice for them for their first IC?
My best advice would probably be to take it all in. Enjoy everything. We've got a lot of mega moments coming up. It's only Friday. We've got over 2 full days left. Lots of exciting stuff. So just do everything you can.
Yeah, great. Jake, any more questions?
None in particular, no. Guys, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you.
Bye. Jake,
Stick around?
Yeah, stick around,
please
Jake.
stick around.
Jacob, I'm sorry. All you guys, Jacob, Jake, Jack. There's all the Grand Olive Board start with J.
A whole bunch of them.
I know. It's great though.
So Jacob, tell us about the process of coordinating an entire IC.
Yeah, so we started in September. It's been a lot. Lots of Zoom video conference calls, talking to a whole bunch of people, but seeing it all come into fruition in the past couple of days has been pretty crazy and really rewarding.
Definitely. So how has it been like working with such a large steering team and making sure that everything runs as smoothly as it is so far?
Pretty crazy. Most nights, if I look at my computer calendar, there's some call going on. I can hop on whenever. So I just try to be a good liaison between the international staff and the administrative assistants so they can communicate with their steers, which has been really, really a fun process, being that liaison between them.
Definitely.
What has been your favorite part so far from the week that you've been here now?
Probably, definitely opening ceremonies. Being up on that stage with all the 3,000 people out there was something magical, untradeable moment. Super cool. Yesterday was a crazy day. Yeah.
I'm sure. Well, thank you so much for joining
Yeah,
us.
of course.
Hope you have a great Shabbat.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Shabbat
See you later. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Jacob.
So next we're going to be joined by Sonia Holstein. Come on out, Sonia.
Hey guys.
Hey, do you want to introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. So my name is Sonia Holstein, and I'm one of your plenary's administrative assistants for IC 2018.
So exciting. Do you want to talk a little bit about your experience being that admin for the plenaries?
Yeah, so it's really awesome. We got to pick the performers, the musical artists. We also got to pick all the really cool speakers and VIPs. It was so fun and exciting to work with the other plenaries admin to get the best people possible at IC.
Definitely. You guys did such a good job. I think we have definitely the greatest speakers so far. With
awesome.
Yeah. And we have like Scott Rogowski, which I know we've talked about a lot, but very modern, very trending right now. And Ali Raisman, who, just has been blowing up on the news everywhere. So it's incredible to hear them speak.
What has been your favorite part so far from IC?
I think my favorite moment at IC was definitely opening ceremonies. It's one of my favorite moments ever. Every IC I go to, I just love it because you can feel the power of our movement. Everyone's together under one room, and it's the first time you feel like IC is a reality.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Sonia. We love
Thanks for
talking
having
to you.
me, guys.
Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Our next guest is Jesse from DC Council.
Hi, Jesse. All right, you're going to hold on to this mic.
How you doing, Jesse?
I'm good.
Can you tell us a bit more about your leadership lab today? What did you do?
Today I went into downtown Orlando, and we heard from some speakers about anti-Semitism and anti-Israel on campuses and how to cope with it and not let hate beat us.
That's great.
That's such a powerful topic. Did you gain a lot from that session?
Yeah, I did, and and I'm a senior this year, so it'll really prepare me for college next year.
Yeah, definitely. It's awesome. And what has been your favorite part of IC so far?
My favorite part about IC has just been all of the amazing speakers that we've had.
100%, yeah.
The inventor of HQ is here, which is an amazing game now.
Yeah, we've been talking about him all night. It's been great.
All right, thank you so much, Jesse, and we'll see you later. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, thank you.
Of course.
I just saw Noah walk by, and that watermelon is still not cut, so
I know.
he's better get going.
I know, Scott's gonna get a little angry. Hey guys, want to introduce yourselves? Go ahead.
I'm Ben from Gold Coast region.
I'm Mike from Gold Coast region.
So you guys said you're from Gold Coast region. Did you guys happen to host anybody before IC?
I did not.
I also did not.
So did you you heard from your friends the experiences they've had with their friends who had hosted some international teams or anything like that?
I heard a couple stories.
Good ones, I'm hoping?
They seemed interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty fun. What about you, Mike?
I got a friend in one of my sister chapters. Her name's Erin. She hosted 2 people. I can't tell you from what country, but they're pretty close now. They're good friends.
That's awesome. It just shows how close you can all become just from, for a couple days. So what's been your favorite part of IC so far, guys?
I was actually fortunate enough to give Scott Rogowski a watermelon while taking a picture with him.
That's your watermelon. We figured it out.
And then we just had Noah, who actually is required to cut the watermelon for Scott for tonight's dinner.
That's very entertaining.
Yeah, that's great. Well, thank you guys so much. Shabbat shalom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
As well. And our last guests now are my 2 great friends, Sloan and Hallie.
Hi guys, want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Sloan. Hi, I'm Hallie.
And where are you guys from?
I'm from the Nassau Suffolk region, number 19.
Awesome.
I'm from the Hudson Valley region.
Yeah, Hudson Valley.
All these New Yorkers here. What has been your favorite part of IC so far?
I know it's typical, but honestly, seeing all my international friends and getting to see them.
Not stereotypical at all. I totally agree with you. What about you?
My favorite part was meeting Scott Rogowski because it was the peak of my IC experience, and he gave me a sticker that says I do not use Google.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, that's awesome. And what about your leadership labs? What did you guys do today?
We did the branding one, and it was really interesting, and we got to learn a lot about the NBA and all that stuff.
So cool. What about you?
I was in the same one as her. I thought it was really interesting to see how social media is affecting the influence on the NBA and MLB and stuff like that.
Definitely.
That's great, guys. Well, we're unfortunately out of time, but we hope you guys have a great Shabbat. Shabbat shalom.
See you guys later. Bye.
And that's a wrap. We're gonna have a great Shabbat dinner, and we hope everyone at home has a great Shabbat. Good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos. Bye.